Live cast is here. Let me just switch out the colors a little bit here first. Let's do sauerkraut as blue. That should be alright, I think, to distinguish the teams better. And okay, where are the docks? There are docks in the north here. Looks like SauerZillas has that scouted as well. Captain O to the north as well, so they're docking quite close to each other, close to the top, sharing a lot of deep fish. This is actually a surprisingly good dock being on the side here because there are 3 deep fish close to there. SauerZillas actually knows the enemy dock is there, but is still docking here to maybe take some fish off red and to have a shorter distance to contest water. Incas Chinese for sauerkraut and SauerZillas actually inviting for traditional cavalry and archers play. The Chinese could provide the knights into cavalier, and Incas could go archers arbalest. And for against the Bulgarians, for example, if Bulgarians go cavalry here, conics or whatnot, then Incas could come in handy with the unique unit, the Kamayuk, to deal with cavalry forwards. Helgolim with the Mayans. We might be seeing plumed archers here, we might be seeing eagles. Both civilizations have access to eagles here, so that's could be an eagle-heavy match. So if they want to play cavalry, that's on the Chinese and Bulgarians. Bulgarians also with the stone. Ooh, TC right on the stone here, that's nice already. Where you have easy access to stone to get into those creposts and castles for your unique units or for your conics or for whatnot. Yikes. A little bit of his knees there. Alright, so the downside of casting live Nomad games is that the start is rather slow, so we need to talk about other stuff. But 3 fish out for Helgolim here, 16-14. They are dead even on eco units, even if it's disposed differently here. And looking at positions, Sauerkraut fairly close to Helgolim here. That could invite for some early fighting here. And SauerZillas with Incas over here. On stone as well. So Incas, they have cheaper in towers or stone buildings in their TC's towers castles. Could come into play. Show Chinese, how did he go without idle time? He's had some idle TC, he's had 1 minute idle TC now. But if you find a deer or eat a sheep right away or something as the Chinese, you could compensate. Yeah, it's been long distance hunting here to boost the food income and focusing heavily on food just to make sure the production can go. Dock from Chinese. Chinese start with less wood, so they can't dock right away. They start with minus 50 wood. But it's down here, so it's been placed eventually. So nice. Single fish boom down the south there for sauerkraut, at least for the time being. Here they are sharing the fish, and that means that Helgolim will spot the green dock, or know that the green dock is right around the corner. Saves Red some scouting time to contest water if the Mines player will at all do that, but I think maybe Mines here would rather go fast castle and into the blue archers if they are allowed to, or even eagles. He's with 2 on gold now, so it could be eagles or archers as well. multiple options thus far. Let's see for blue here for Sauerkraut. Doesn't really know anything about red's presence close to here, but if you wall off this section, for example, and maybe down to the waters, you're limiting access for the high-ends at least a little bit here to hit your side. There's the barracks, so it could actually be... It could even be the men-at-arms here, funnily enough, for the Mayans, because it's 2 on gold and drops the barracks at this kind of population all the way up to the... It would be a late men-at-arms in that case. But, alright, Sauerkraut scouting with the Wilder. No, sending the docking Wilder back, actually, so not really placing any more docks or anything down here. Just pulling them back. Red tried to chase, but not succeeding in the efforts. And now... Little bit fortunate there to spot the red barracks for Sauerkraut, and the range comes up. Okay, so Hellgolem is going to play the archers here. Bulgarian's probably going to support that with scouts or FC Knights here then. 29 pop up. Somebody needs to contest water though, and there's only Sauerkraut making naval army for the time being. Scouting the shoreline with the fishing ship as well, that's nice. To figure out where the enemies have their fish and all that. Doesn't seem like an enormous fish investment from TheTwo here though. Pretty similar numbers. Trapping in the red wilder there through some palisade vaults, perfectly allowed even during the no wilder fighting rule. So Golden trapped here, can't really drop another dock unless he might be able to place it in the corner here or something. Archers did this, and this range is quite close to the gold miners over here, so that's a bit of a concern for the Chinese player. For the follow-up here, the range is up for Sauerkraut as well. Gonna make archers as well, okay. No, water fights can lead to red and orange with great cast edge. You could say that, but if you lose your water, then you also lose your fish. You lose precious food income, and if you look at the food sources now of the players, it's very low for the Bulgarians. If the Bulgarians want to make cavalry now, they need to transition into farms ASAP because they might be losing all their fish up here. So they need to transition eco on land, otherwise they won't have the food to produce villagers or anything here. Good naval engagements for SauerZillas here. We have Hellgolem now down at 24 eco units because of that hit there of the two players from SauerZillas here. Obviously going for an extended feudal age now because of the naval investment. Also some archers movement on land where Hellgolem has added skirmishers in addition to the starting archers that seem to have been picked off here. Bulgarian Krepos and Castles, yeah, almost 100% sure that will be happening. Captain Wall actually in a good spot to punish Green over here. He places an outpost, gains some vision here, sees the wood line, does not see the town center, but knows it from earlier scouting there. It's like a one versus one on either side here, so it could play out in different ways here. 2 ranges for players down here, so full on archers skirmishers fights, where on the top side, whoopsie, we'll be seeing a grapples drop. Question is, where do you put it? Probably here to take SauerZillas off the wood line. Or just right on the TC while we're at it. Okay, nice. Oh, it's even hidden. Nice. It's not like you don't expect it from the Bulgarians, but Green actually doesn't know the Bulgarians' starting location here, so that's a bit of a concern. Now looks like Green he spotted it, right? Well, instant reaction though, that's good. That's good. Only one builder down. Krepost on the hill, that's going to be a pain to deal with. So 2 builders down just like that. While Sauerkraut is also going to do the cast stage here, just clicked. That's why the resources were quite low. And giving Helgolim a run for the money here, but archers are cheaper for mines, so they have an easier time balancing them. However, as long as there isn't any cavalry from Helgolim's teammate on this side, the archers fight are... You can even add skirmishers then to deal with them. If there isn't anything to deal with the skirmishers, you're fine. Martinzilla rating with the barracks and a couple of houses here. Just extending further back. Not panicking, looks like in Eagles are in the planning here, because lots of gold could also be just to have an eco rolling and use the market to adjust here to get your stuff together. And Captain O with the forward grab post here just drops a lumber camp on the wood here. Conics enter the field right through the quick walls there, but this TC obviously is going up, and since the Conics don't have any upgrades, Captain O will need to withdraw immediately here. Saves them both though. Blue doesn't have any other gold. Why is it taking that one? He's scouted this one, so he might relocate up to the north eventually. On the other hand, you don't need gold for skirmishers, and blue still has the food eco running on water, so skirm defense makes sense. For now. Very even in the eco department here, only 5 builders difference here, 14 to 10 is the military count. But then you have the map positioning with the Krepos still. That's going to take out this TC. Starting TC, of course, Martinzilla doesn't prioritize repairing that. That's just going to go down. Up comes a monastery, just in case any small numbers of Conics come this way, so you have monks to defend. But looks like we're going to have another Krepos drop here. Now there's military on the field though. They are only Eagle Scouts. Eagle Warrior is on the way. Not sure what Captain O's plan is here. A Krepos here maybe to contest this TC. So it's a good job at keeping Martinzilla from expanding here. I have to say that's good map reading. This Krepos is hardly a surprise. Good engagement against the Eagles there until they become Eagle Warriors as well. And this Krepos is going up because the villagers can't. Yeah, I don't think they're going to finish that tower in time. He's trying, but yeah, that's not going to work. Not going to go. Well, it goes up, but it doesn't stop the Krepos from going up, so Captain O can garrison the villagers and shoot down the tower maybe, aiming for some villagers as well. Keeping Martinzilla's numbers slightly lower here. But they still have the fish eco, so... Ooh, deleting the market. Yikes. Yeah, this looks rough for green. I have to admit, this is a well-executed Krepos rush here, and we even have Helgolim with just a few archers here to provide some extra comfort for his teammate. Green has no stone access, that's true as well. This one has been denied. Martinzilla does locate over here and TC on the stone, yes. TC on the stone to eventually get the cast lap, get some Cabayuks out against the cavalry. But eco KD, let's see if we can find here. It should show 10 to 9. Okay, so Martinzilla has been killing villagers as well. Down on the other side, SauerZillas is pushing on land here with battering ram and a mangonel. Conics doing scouting. Well, they know what they need to know. They know the locations of blue and green. Know that they are close to the edges, which makes it easier to push them away. And yeah, there's enough villagers on stone here to drop another Krepos for sure. SauerZillas just expanding to the north, hoping to get an economy running. Funnily enough, it's just, even with all this aggression, it's not a ridiculous villager lead for TheTwo here. Hey, Valtze, let's see, round 2. You're in one of the higher brackets, aren't you, Valtze? There are smaller brackets, so the timeline should be a little bit more flexible. 1650 to 1800, okay, let's see. Yeah, I missed that deletion. Let's see, I can find those brackets on my phone here just to confirm. I mean, I think given the size of the bracket, Valtze, I'd say finish by June 16th, if at all possible. And if there are big issues scheduling, we can get back to it. There are so few players that some flexibility can be given. But I'd say 16th would be a good compromise, since the bracket is smaller than the other ones. Conversion. Yeah, it's probably... Oh, there we have a Incas Conic. That's funny. Conic upgrades +1/+1. That's coming in handy. Applying to the dismounted ones as well to get the +1 attack for the dismounted Conic. Looks like Sauerkraut has a good push going on down here with rams and crossbows. Small numbers, but Hellgolem has a cast lap that stops the siege push for sure. And the TCs are running here. The two have a significant eco lead here now, and they're assuming some good presence in the middle. You see SauerZillas relocating herself again on stone here. Really wants... Yeah, this one gets contested by Krepos, so good awareness of Captain O here again. That's the second time this TC goes down, I think. Really, it seems like Krepos' rush is really strong on Nomad for Bulgarians, but for game 2 this seems to be reversed, so anything can happen on SauerZillas' home map. Monks, obviously a good addition as well to deal with the Conics. The last Conic about to go down here for Captain O. But Captain O also with the best boom here, getting bow, so no, on 80 villagers has a castle up as well, so doesn't he? Yeah, he has a castle. No, maybe it's accounting Krepos that's castles actually, so yeah, never mind the castle, but... Castles everywhere. Hellgolem with the second castle as well. He is Team Mayans, and of course he's making the plumed archers. Sauerkraut comes over here with villagers, but he's being pushed in the middle of all the production capabilities here now. He has a Mangonel here to try and deny this, but I don't think he's going to get enough hits in with even the plumed archers here that are surprisingly decent at sniping siege with their hit and run. I mean, the castle stops at 80%, but eventually Hellgolem is going to get this one up, and then he'll have two castles, assuming control over the map and ability to produce plumed archers. Sauerkraut with the castle as well, to kind of deny expansion to the north for Hellgolem here in between of the two players. But looking at the ecos here, it's much stronger eco numbers for the two here, as another TC goes down from the grapples here as well. And would seem like the two are likely to be the first ones to the Imperial Age here. Pressuring green and keeping him down is tactically a good call, seeing he can be a beast by yellow. Yeah. But first victory goes to TheTwo, 1-0, and we'll be seeing the next game on the SauerZillas map of choice, with yeah, a selection of 6 or so maps in the list. Bedouins, Land Nomad, Settlers, Mega Random, Nomad. No, not Mega Random Nomad. That's actually only for the lowest 2 brackets, but Water Nomad, Nile Delta, and Pilgrims. So a mix of water and land-based maps. Let's have a look at the stats here. Convincing score for Helgolim and Captain O here. Surprisingly little naval fighting. All in all, they gave it up easily there, and finally will be yeah, just be looking for the second game, I guess, to join. Sauerkraut. Yep, they're here. Out D versus Jer A. Game 2. I'm gonna switch names since I added the brackets, but we'll just stick around here, see what map they pick as well. That should show up here. Game 2. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. I'll just answer a tourney-related request in the meantime. Second game on the way. Did it start? I'm actually gonna quit capture H for facility here. And we started. It didn't launch it, I think. Nile Delta! Nice! The Civs are reversed, which means that we have Captain O and Hell Golding playing Chinese Incas, Martin Zilla and SauerZillas playing Mayans Bulgarians. Not the most obvious naval Civs, to say the least, so... But we'll see how it plays out. Maybe we'll be seeing a lot of land action. Maybe one player landing on the enemy island, as we've seen a couple of times for Nile Delta. I think they launched. Oh, restart. I'll just search for it again. Yeah, seeing as they both have strong land civilizations, maybe picking a naval-based map is better. There we go. No, we don't. What? Sauerkraut. Where are you? Why does it show up and then just randomly disappear again? I hope we get to watch it. Thanks, yeah. Seems about right. Chances are they... I mean, they can't really have restarted yet. Here we go. Should be some spec delay. And... that sort of thing. Let's connect to the game. Let's minimize H and... yeah, it's not going to show anything until they we can actually see the boats. That's true. Scoreboard checks out. Nice. And here we go. The map is Nile Delta. Map name will typically appear down in the corner here in Capture H, unless it is an unknown map like some of the standard DE maps like Atacama and other things. Just let me fast forward a bit just in case we're slightly behind here. But actually I think we are on point. I was about to type in scoreboard. Why? What's wrong? Martin Zilla and Sauerkraut going to the left. Captain O and Hell Golding going to the right. So we might see a naval fighting heavy map here. Not okay, so it's not ideal for the two to move so far into. Oh, doesn't he see this one? What's going on here? Where are you going? Why aren't you just teasing this woodland? We are just looking for the perfect spot, aren't we? What the hell? Literally, what the heck is going on there? TC on gold, okay, useful for Eagle versus later on, but you have your woodline miles away. That's going to be super inefficient. Anyway, that's Captain O's TC. Let's see for Helgoland, where he settled quite close-ish on the woodline. But these are not great starting locations. I mean, rule number one for Nomad, at least put your TC on the woodline. Come on. Unless you're on African clearing or Bedouins, where you put them on a shoreline with shorefish, but... Okay. I really don't understand the choice here. He even stood here with the villagers and didn't TC. But that's it. I can appreciate the fact that they move a little bit further inland with the first TC though, because if you're too close to the shoreline, like settling here, for example, or here, yes, you get the TC up faster, but you're all the more dependent upon winning and holding water, because otherwise your TC is going to be idled all the time by galleys and such from the shoreline. Even cannon galleons could eat it later on. SauerZillas, quite late up with the TC here, might have been wandering around a little bit as well. But there's the Mines TC, extra villager popping out as well. And... Yep. He forgot for a moment his Mines, and he forgot to that they are pop-capped immediately. That could have been avoided actually by placing a house while you build the TC, and then you could just pump out villagers immediately. But yeah, adaptation to whatever is going on. Sauerkraut is up here as well with the blue collar, and finding some hunt and some sheep here, and a juicy woodline, far enough from the shoreline to be safe from any feudal and castle age naval aggression. Elephant quite close as well. Good starting spot for the Bulgarians here. Blue and red with good starts. Yeah, looks nice population-wise. Of course, Chinese get extra villagers. But let's see for the idle team. 30 seconds, that's acceptable for Chinese on the map. But on the map where you have starting food so accessible, maybe you could get away with even less for Chinese. Mayans also that extra villager to start with, but 18 seconds idle tease time could be worse, of course. Sauerkraut, literally no idle tease time. So that's a very good start for the Bulgarians here. So as you can see, Nile Delta, yes, there's landmass, but water is making up literally half of the map here. So much fish that you want to control and contest. So it's going to be big about water. Actually, if you lose water completely at some point, you might even GG just right there, because it's not going to be easy to come back from. So for the previous Nile Delta games, we've actually seen one player teasing, for example, if with random Cubans has been teasing the enemy island and making life awkward for others, obstructing them, and then giving the teammate a free boom on the other island to take more responsibility for naval fighting and eventually land and finish it. But now they have one island each here. Looks like they're flaring some resource locations as well. There's an elephant there, you know, just take it. And as for the other side here, we'll look at some scouting again. Seems decent. Lumber camp fairly early done for Captain O. I still don't quite understand the not placing the TC on this woodland, but you even had the builders there. But that's Nomad for you. Another pathway being brought in here for the food income. We have one player going up to the feud age now. That is Sauerkraut with the Bulgarians. Now, while Bulgarians only get archers on land, they still get bracers, so which is significant for naval fighting. Mayans obviously get it as well. Actually, in fact, all Sibs here get bracer. Then again, I don't know the naval tech trees of all these civilizations, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure they probably don't all get the upgrades. Did Green find the boar? Well, his teammate flared it, so he could definitely take it, but he hasn't seen it yet. But it's been flared, so he knows it's there. Yeah, he sees it. Ooh, moonwalking elephant. You'll notice that the players are using the transport ships to scout as well, to get an impression of what's going on here. Sauerkraut already over here sees that Captain O has 3 fish. And it's been down here finding the other dock as well. So could be that you want to contest Helgolim's fish first, because Helgolim is going more heavily onto fish and for naval control here. SauerZillas 24, or how's that 25 up here, not up to the feudal age yet. While the two are all the way up. Mine is decent on water. Yep. I'm just thinking about the cannon galleons and fast fire ships and these useful naval additions here. Yeah, dry dock is actually an important one, so but they're probably not the only civ here missing that. Let's see though. Sauerkraut moving out here. Sauerkraut moving out. 2 fire galleys producing out of 2 docks here. Do we have any docks for SauerZillas at all? Yeah. 1 dock for the mines. But Sauerkraut very likely fighting against 2 players here now, unless Chinese is going to take the full responsibility here and already outmass Sauerkraut's investments here. 3 in the queue, 3 in the queue for Helgolim as well. But now, I think he's taken out the fish already, did he? No. Orange has pulled the fish away. Now he's fine, it's okay. Just passing. Hello? 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 There's fish here, we could kill it. Nah, he's gonna find the naval numbers and deal with them. They get fast fire. Okay, yeah, that's good. Good for the mines. 3 vs 3, but since this one is weakened, Sauerkraut will need the numbers to collect here. You see, he has the numbers to lead, at least in this matchup here. I think he'll take it. I think he'll take it now. But it's also slightly worried about the enemy numbers here. We see Green going for the galleys here. Mines, galleys. And the overall military situation 10-9 now. So the two with about to catch up in the numbers. Oh, sniping the transport here. That's good. Why not? We're not going to see a red line landing just yet then. There's a galley. No fletching yet. Understandably so. But yeah, one hero galley is providing for the team here. Let's see the comparison between these numbers. You see the demolition raft added there. That could sway the fights here when the two have slightly... I'd say they had slightly higher numbers, but they absolutely didn't. And that demo raft was just beautifully placed there, evening out diminishing the numbers in a way that allows Sauerkraut to gain a lead there. Look at that fishing ship as well. Such a cheeky move, taking one fishing ship in between the fire galleys here so that the enemy fire galleys fire at the fishing ship and not the actual enemies. Mines with better production. 3 galleys in queue. Yeah, indeed. This map is huge on water. So if it keeps up like this and SauerZillas keep that military lead on water, there's nothing the two can do to stop them from winning the game, because without water control you can't really land either. You could sneak a transport all the way down in the south here though, but that's for later. Mines with better production, but also no fletching. Do we even have a blacksmith at all for the mines? Yep, there goes blacksmith market. 69, 63 is the villager's count, so the two with a slightly stronger eco even after losing some fish. Only one fish, actually. Lost for... No fish lost! Thank God I killed that one fishing ship that came in between the fire galleys here, so I take it back. No fish lost for the two, so they've been very patiently holding it off here, but they are outnumbered. It's 19 to 14. They seem to have more consistent multiple dock production now, though. Here comes a demo, but that's going to go down before it can make any use. SauerZillas has a demo in the mix here as well, but doesn't risk it, I think. Castle on the way as well, so SauerZillas will try to be a bit careful with the numbers here. Losing more fish. But Sauerkraut should be getting a better fight here with higher numbers and better HP on the ships, while SauerZillas could hit and run with the galleys here. Really needs fletching though, needs that extra damage output to more easily snipe galleys here. Fire galleys. This is not a good fight. Too few fire galleys for Sauerkraut, and they're losing the momentum now. 13-13, but the two with more presence in the middle here. And again, that lacking fletching for the extra damage for the mines, and range for that matter, for the mines galleys. That's going to be an issue. Castle Age on the way though, so with war galleys, that switches things up, and potentially careening as well if the eco allows, but that's going to come later, I think. Sirius will get fletching! Get it! There is potential for ace around here now, but Sauerkraut is not working with his teammate right now. Castlage right around corner. Could lead the two to move back to home base now. Either that or to chase these numbers here. War Gathering away, finally fletching as well. And presumably Bodkin as well, as once it's affordable. Hey, no shame in using the market. And Orange set up for it, he went straight to gold immediately, so maybe he's a Wang fanboy. Here comes Sauerkraut with the fire galleys, but... Again, he doesn't have numbers and certainly can't fight this alone. Demos. Yeah, getting just one ship. You usually want to try and hit more than one ship when you send in demolition ships like that. But it diminishes the number still. 19 to 16. Slight lead for SauerZillas as SauerZillas tries to catch up with... Yeah, that's going to be a good one if SauerZillas... no. Yeah, if SauerZillas can catch up here with the blue boats. Castlage for the two now. Double Castlage here. And they're slightly behind in military, but if they both are in Castle Age, then they might be able to contest Sauerkraut's and SauerZillas' numbers here, because Sauerkraut is still going to be committing to the Fuel Age for a while longer. Numbers matter as well though, so if you have enough fire galleys, it's not necessarily an issue. Fletching now for for Hell Golem as well for these galleys, but Rip galleys, they will be going down here. And now it's SauerZillas with the significant offensive here to start taking out docks and to make sure to keep the enemy army numbers down. 14 fire galleys though. Castlage is in. War galley should be in as well. Rip transport ship. Ballistics for SauerZillas. That's also going to benefit the ranged ships like the war galleys. But more importantly, maybe if they ever do a landing, it's going to benefit any archers play as well, whether it be plumed archers or crossbow or arbalest line. Sauerkraut really needs that Castlage though. Is getting close to that click, but fighting Castlage units with Feudal Age units never ideal. Imagine they sneak through here though for a choke point over here with Sauerkraut's fire galleys. That would be next level if Sauerkraut can get over here and SauerZillas can push from this side. What is Bulgarian doing? 1150 on eco, but no castle. Well, it's probably fishing as well. Not so heavy fishing. Heavy on gold. Not heavy on farms. Yeah, I'm not sure what the play is here. SauerZillas with the pressure though, it's dangerous to stay this close as they are. There are no demolition ships here though, there are only fire ships inside here for Captain O. So this should be fun. Oh, demos! Cleaning up the feudal fire galleys here, but SauerZillas still stands with the now 9 team war galleys and counting. More demos. Oh, this is dangerous. This is dangerous. Don't let them get too close. Demo for demo. Demolition raft. It's not even going to kill a ship. Of course, it kills a demo ship, but alright, 29 to 19, looking decent for SauerZillas. Still here. So all naval fighting, 3 TCs now for the Mayans. Surely they have to be thinking about the landing at some point here with the resources involved. Lots and lots of gold from SauerZillas here. Does have a market to adjust it as needed. And finally that castle age for Sauerkraut as well at minute 30. Instant war galley. And producing out of the 3 docks as well. Red not producing naval army at all here, but the naval domination is in SauerZillas' hands here. They did take out 1 dock up here, but Captain O has redocked as well. Has lots of gold, of course, having had the TC on gold here the whole time. Yeah, good job at taking out docks here now, taking naval control. Opening for a landing, of course, when you control water, then you land and you start contesting land. And overall eco situation, it's comparable. It's only like 10, less than 10 villagers difference between the 2 teams, but the naval situation is, or army situation is 39 to 15. Green still has the transport ship alive as well, so could go for a landing soon. Eagle raids here, that would just finish the 2 up here, because they don't really have eco to make any response to Eagle warriors here. Oh, just passing again. As another dock goes down, no more docks to the south. They could, of course, eventually redock here. There's some presence here for Helgolding. Back to the north, look at Sauerkraut's numbers as well here. Now we have Bulgarians fire ships just pounding away. Careening is in for Sauerkraut, but not for SauerZillas, who was already late to fetching Bodkin as well. Sauerkraut doesn't need Bodkin because he's going mainly or only fire ships here. While Captain O doesn't have careening either, but he does have a significant mass on the ships at least. Now massing up on the demolition ships, which will be dangerous here in this cluster of ships here, if Captain O is allowed to get some. There we go, 1 hit, almost killing. Yeah, he's getting some juicy demolition ship hits in here. Captain O with the counterattack though, and there's no army here to deal with that for SauerZillas. 17 fire ships, 4 galleys and fire ships for Sauerkraut. This one is, if there's one that's gonna die just like that. Defensive castle that's not going to be stopped by SauerZillas here. So this could be a point of comeback for the two, because now they can redock by the castle here, and Helgoldin can use the wood and gold to replenish the numbers on water. Yeah, this is not good for Sauerkraut here, sending in single ships like this to their death against Captain O's ships, but he's jet-baiting them into Martinzilla's fire. Score is way ahead for SauerZillas as well, but that could be due to sheer army size and also the fantastic KT of especially Martinzilla here, 55 to 18. Really need that careening upgrade though for tankier ships, but it's not as much of a stress for war galleys than it is for fire galleys, fire ships, as it is for Sauerkraut here. You want your fire ships to withstand more galley hits. Oh, they're going for a trap. They're going to surround. They're going to surround here. Oh, this is going to be, could be very bad for Captain O's numbers here. It's been chased from both sides here. Fire ships and devils on one side, galleys on the other, and just like that, the army numbers are 34 to 10 now. Even castles on the shoreline and getting the numbers back up now. I'm not sure. SauerZillas need to go up to the next stage now and get some cannon galleys out or something to cannon galleons to deal with these castles, so that the two can't get back on water. 29 to 3, that's just ridiculous. But now there's a castle here, you can't engage comfortably anymore. Sides of Red's Islands is so good to sneak. No scouting at all there. Yeah, south side should be okay. Oh, Helgoland has gone to Imperial Age. I didn't catch that on the left hand side. He's getting Galleon. And hopefully Bracer as well, if Eco allows. Yeah, I think he can get Bracer as well. There it is. And Conscription to boost numbers. Mayans on the way up here. 140. But I'm wondering why they haven't landed yet, because they've been now these castles have been allowed up. If you'd had some presence on land a while ago, these castles could have been denied before they went up. Yeah, chemistry is important as well. Chemistry unlocks Cannon Galleon as well, and I think Chinese get that. Pretty sure Chinese get Cannon Galleon actually, but I might be wrong. Yeah, they do. Nice. Still a convincing score lead for Martinzilla and company here. TC situation for 7 TCs for both players total. Looks like Captain O especially has an amazing boom here with 4 TCs and a couple of castles to fortify here. Galleon is in, but careening now for Martinzilla as well. And food cost increasing for 100 food to 200 gold. Yeah, desperate for food then. Yeah, you can't waste gold like that if you don't have trade on this map. I think there's just not enough of it. Still naval numbers on water for SauerZillas. There comes Galleon and Chemistry for Martinzilla as well. They both have ballistics here. The players going for the Galleons, so the damage and range and upgrades should be Similar here. Yeah, we need chemistry, and then we're gonna get extra. Without the landing going on food, cost shouldn't be that high. Something's not right. Well, maybe they just didn't place enough farms. Castle on the shoreline for SauerZillas as well. It could be easily denied with only 2 builders building, but let's see for the big fight here now. The SauerZillas engaging against Orange. Still no careening for Orange's fast fire ships, in fact. But without careening, they should still melt rather quickly here to the Mayans galleons. Yeah, they're going down. 52 to 44, still a military lead for SauerZillas, and 7 docks, no less, producing for SauerZillas here. But look at the 2 as well with the replenishment of units here. They are going to match the numbers here because Blue isn't producing at all. And in the meantime, this castle gets delayed, severely delayed as well, and maybe even denied. Could be a comeback for the 2 here. Sauerkraut in the Imperial Age as well. Ah, he redocked down here, in fact. Now making war galleys, getting Galleon, getting Bodkin. Transport ships, yeah. A landing could be good here as well. They could even be making the transport ships just to tank enemy ships fire, actually. But yeah, it's probably a landing in the planning. Ballistics and Galleon for Blue as well. So lacking quite a bit of upgrades here. Look at the ecos as well. Very comparable. 215 to 210. Military dead even. This is very even. But look at the castles going up on the shoreline for the 2 here. That's going to make it very awkward for the enemies to land until they can get the cannon galleons out to contest the castles or something. Architecture, well, it boosts the docks and the castles, so don't laugh at that. Remote docks to live, yeah. Lots of docks here. You'd think they were Malay here, placing so many docks to along the shoreline, but they were also, of course, making landing difficult without spending resources on castles. Are you standing? No. Yeah, both sides are going to be difficult to land now. The way they are placing castles and docks and everything. The 2, they are establishing naval dominance here though, and they've added cannon galleon as well. Chinese get those. I'm not sure about Mayans and Bulgarians if they get that. So if neither of them gets cannon galleon, that's an amazing advantage for the 2 here, honestly. Could be looking at the 2-0 for the 2 here due to the fact that they are utilizing cannon galleys now. Caravan as well, they're gonna establish trade on land. The markets are going up. Nice. Gold may already be an issue here for SauerZillas. Nah, they're still mining gold, so it should be okay. But they have not started any trade. So that's going to be a huge setback. Woodline's beginning to get scarce as well. Can't believe the 2 are getting back on water here. They're massing up huge numbers. Petard! Oh, we're going to see a petard transport. Is he actually going to... He's going to transport petards! Are you kidding me? Oh, I need to see that. I need to follow those. Okay, so it's gonna need a transport ship for the petards to work, but for now they're just working here. 70 to 18. Oh boy, oh boy. What's the plan with these petards? Oh, maybe he wants to petard the castle in the middle or something. SauerZillas, they seem to be... I mean, it's going to be hard to land them here, that's one thing. But now the docks are going down the shoreline. If you land here, you could even try and petard the castle if you have other ships tanking the arrow fire from enemy ships. 29 to 78, that's never a pretty number to see army-wise though. But SauerZillas, they have an eco advantage, I'd say, still, with 30 more or so eco units. Krepost in the middle, that's not going to go up, that's going to be denied by Helgolim. But villagers are brought into the transport ship to live to see another day. Yeah, looks GG you say, but now the army numbers are comparable again, because now blue is producing, naval armies producing the fast fire ships and galleons here. Big fight in the middle here. But of course, if one team has trade and the other doesn't, that is a huge concern for SauerZillas, and I don't see them trading. They could, in theory, try to trade on water, but that's just not safe. And let's see the trade stats here. 18 trade units total for the two here. So blue's team is the comeback. They need gold. I think they will run out eventually, I'm sure. 24 and 16. Blue could still dock in the middle here and have shorter traveling distance for his ships, for example. $57.56 is evening out. SauerZillas still in theory with the Betrico. Now trade is going to go up for Team Sauerkraut as well. Market's going up here, but actually we could stop the trade with the naval presence when the docks are this far out. See the markets here, they are far further away from the shoreline, so the only way to take these down is with cannon galleons or such. While on this side, they are rangeable by fast fire ships. So we need to protect that with the castle somehow for the trade to live. Just imagine if they get Portuguese by this map. I hope that won't happen. So SauerZillas back in the lead now, but again the production is it's actually higher for the two right now, and SauerZillas, they seem to be kind of low on gold. Let's see if there are any gold piles. That's about to run out. It is still staying for a while, and the markets are up, but two markets only, so it's going to take a while to get those trade units running as well. Can't check the market prices in Capture Each. Well, we can see the stats here for the market usage that they've been selling a lot of resources in general for SauerZillas team, so they're struggling for gold fluency here. 50 to 43, but they are going to be outproduced here eventually by the two of those fast fire ships stuff. No cannon galleons out now. This petard masterpiece is still waiting to happen. That's a bit unfortunate. Is it lag on your end? It's the kind of lag that is almost unavoidable in the late game. 14 games, I think. If it gets too bad in the, I need to go back into the in-game spectator client. But this, in my opinion, isn't too bad. It's not like it's PowerPoint style movement here. Krepos on the middle island for Sauerkraut, nice. Taking some middle control there then, and SauerZillas even with the TC over here to ensure continued wood access for the long run. Thinking ahead, I like that for SauerZillas here. They are down 1-0 after all, so they need to compensate for that. I thought your frames were dropping. No, I don't think that's the case. Ridiculous production from Captain Olo. 14 docks producing now, and 64 to 45. Again, the army lead for the two. You don't need a lot of cannon galleons here to deal with this trap boss. They need some cannon galleons out now for the two, and it's in the queue for the Chinese player. Nice. Like a trap, I think you only need like 4 or 5 trap shots to take out a crab boss, right? So if you have cannon galleon or even elite cannon, well, cannon galleon at least, you should be able to deal with Prepos. Castles, that's a different story, that's a bit worse, and we see SauerZillas placing castle here on this wood-rich island to the north. That's actually going to come into play here. And now fast fire ships going down to Krepos from the middle here. 56 to 80, the two with massive naval numbers now, and look at all these castles on land as well. Incas castles everywhere. 3 cannon guns do the job. Yeah, sounds about right. Looks like 400, 500 damage per hit here. Nice micromanagement of focusing the actual cannon galleon there. I can't even believe that they can tell that that was a cannon galleon. Yeah, more cannon galleons now. 6 cannon galleons in queue here. I don't know, Petard's misclick or something? Maybe go to in-game spectate? No. It's not that bad. No, the petards! Okay, boss will be going down here. Chemistry is in, as you can see from the flaming arrows as well. $94 to 70. They're just, this is all about the water here. Another castle on the shoreline. Helgoli, making sure that the enemies won't be able to easily land. This Krepos needs to be dealt with as well, but the cannon galleons should do the job. There are 7 of them. After all, we have 4 cannon galleons for Sauerkraut as well. The problem is that they are slightly outnumbered, and yeah, both teams kind of pop cap now, so it might be hard to get those out to contest the middle. But yeah, this one needs to be contested. I think it goes down now. Oh, yeah, the KD almost deceivingly low here. I feel like they've been killing hundreds of thousands of units here. Cannon Galleon's getting some hits in. SauerZillas matching the two still, but right now it's only it's mainly SauerZilla massing up on the units here. While for orange, it's the same thing. Are they pop capped? Maybe could be pop capped here. The two actually have more villagers here, so they may need to delete villagers here now to be able to match the numbers of SauerZillas here to keep that production going and everything. 31 trade units, they are probably flooding a lot more gold here. But if you overdo the trade and the population space in that sense, you are also going to struggle for the space needed for army numbers. So 150 villagers or trade carts and fish or whatnot seems just too much here now for the two. I think you... Oh, why is Captain O so... Is Captain O not... He's trading, isn't he? Why is the gold so low? It's probably queuing units then, but... Yeah, trade units are taking the pop space. That's counting as villagers. That's why the villager count is high. But, yeah, now looking at the numbers here, SauerZillas, once they get to pop capped situation, they will be outnumbering the two in armies because they have fewer villagers, so... Want to consider. Nice choke points here for Captain O's fire ships. Right, 104. Two still with military. They're killing more than SauerZillas here, and production seems to be at a halt here, but they are prop capped, so they can't really make space more. Another crep post on this island. Yeah, the two are pushing back now. They are gaining ground now. This castle might go down. The cannon galleons scaringly unprotected here, though. There are not necessarily enough galleys here to stop these to protect these cannon galleons. But if this castle goes down, there's no rebuilding that was sauerkraut. There's a crep post over here as well, so they're still assuming that middle control, but now Hell Golem is here with the castle as well, and going to treb that crep post and treb potentially that castle as well from this island. Sauerkraut here has some builders presence, but not enough here to yeah, deal with that castle drop. Yeah, right, let's move over. Let's move over to in-game. I need to quit capture as well, otherwise it's gonna be... Yeah, timing seems on point here. Resolution, let's scale it up, and here we go. Let's remove Fog of War. Now we have that epic Mayans battle music as well. I can't zoom out nearly as far, but let's try and keep track of the movement here. Military numbers over here. Yeah, I know it's much better, but it's also missing a lot of stats. This is taking up a lot of space. It's just not good. So, yeah, still looks like TheTwo, Hell Golem, and Captain O have better army production, better numbers. Ridiculous amount of idols for Orange, though. Did you have a landing here or something? Or it's just the trade interfering with stuff here? Let's see. I think it's just idols that need to be sorted for everyone here. Flare in the middle. SauerZillas desperately trying to get production back online here, producing trebs as well. Might be winning this treb war actually, but then there are cannon galleons here to take out castles in the top side, so difficult situation to... Why would a stone wall the trade route? There's nothing stopping the trade, unless you take out the markets. There's no opportunity to land for, at least not for SauerZillas here and team here. To prevent raids, but how are you gonna raid it? You can't land. You literally can't land on this side with all these castles. That's a nice little swarm of ants there. Might as well just delete them for more army space on water, huh? Anyway, lots of stuff going on there. We're not gonna blame the players for not paying attention to these small things like idle villagers and stuff, because you have to pay attention to the fighting. Military situation now... Yeah, still ahead for Hellgolem and Captain O, I'd say. And Sauerkraut only at 115 population. That's huge. That's huge. That is almost 100 population less than the opposing team that are both pop-capped. The war of wood between teammates, yeah. That as well. Castle about to go down. I guess the cannon galleons here were dealt with. But Hellgolem should still be able to produce stuff. Look at the eco of SauerZillas though. All that food and wood. That's not going to run out anytime soon. Sauerkraut floating. Struggling. Will struggle for wood eventually. Hellgolem floating out. Yeah, wood is going to become an issue here. Wood price quite high as well, 92 and gold for 100 wood, so that's certainly not ideal. Well, again, I'm looking at the army numbers, 100 military for TheTwo and roughly 50 or so for SauerZillas. And Sauerkraut needs to get that population up again. If you can't get too close to pop-capped situation here, then he is in a pickle. Seems like they're flaring the castle. I need to deal with that castle. Hellgolem loses the top side here. This is why they're castling and taking presence on the top islands here, because they will need wood for the long run here. 1 hour, 12 minutes in. Galleons fighting here. Still a creppost. Nice middle control for Sauerkraut here, who is getting the population back up again. So here we go. This might be one of those games that goes to the very last bit of wood. Yeah, it's like islands. And after all, the trade is presumably better for team TheTwo. But the scores have switched. SauerZillas are in the lead again. And I don't understand how SauerZillas are in the lead, because they are... wait, they've taken military lead here actually. They have almost 100 ships now, where Captain O has... Where is stocks? What's with the production? Struggling for wood maybe? Let's see Captain O's resources. Yeah, no, yeah. 41 lumberjacks, but not bringing in anything. We'll need to... Oh, he's low on gold as well! Is this SauerZillas game after all? On their home map? Captain O only 13 military, and he can't reproduce here. Oh, this is I wouldn't blame the players for wanting a break after this game, because it's it's pretty intense. But again, SauerZillas are pushing back. They have almost 1,000 score lead now. I'm not sure how much that matters at this point, but... Top side, Captain scrambling for wood here with just one galleon here for Martin Zilla, stopping that wood access. This castle to the north is really paying off for consistent wood access. And Sauerkraut with the creppost in the middle as well, again here to assume access of this over this woodline. So they're definitely pushing back again here now. They have the military dominance, 50, 62. Okay, it's close. But we see the production tabs here. There's not much production going on in Hell Golem, actually investing into even more trade here. And they have a lot of it running already, but probably because they've been killing villagers to make space for other units here. Martin Zilla, now the one with 150 villagers, does probably trade here, mainly. Tiny bit of idles here for Captain O. Yeah, lots of idles to the north here, and now maybe they'll be bringing in something to deal with the castles here as well. Yeah, losing villagers on this woodline as well. They don't have wood access. 367 wood, that's all that Captain O gets here. Gold access, 37 on them now, so trade still running. That is the main concern here now for Martin or for SauerZillas to deal with. They have the naval domination right now, but they need to stop the gold access of the opposing team to close this one out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spoilers, Sauerkraut. Spoilers. But, but we can see the way it's going. When you're out of wood, that is a big concern, obviously, when you need ships to take dominance of the naval situation. 38, 68. Yeah, roughly 100 naval military now for SauerZillas. And it's going to go to a 1-1 here. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, just deal with this castle and take out the trade, and you're good to go. Don't want a spoiler. Yeah, it wasn't too far up. We saw the middle presence being taken here, and that SauerZillas in the end take it back. Crazy. Good night, Venture Baba. Thanks for stopping by, as always. Well, the game, though, goes to 1 hour, 23 minutes. They'll be playing a game 3, but they need a short break, understandably so, after this set. We're gonna have a decider game for this best of 3. But the stats here, we have to have a look at that. The wood collected, everything here. Military, so much back and forth. Hell Golem with a whooping 595 to 454 KD here. Pretty crazy. Martin Zilla as well with a positive one here. Food, wood collected 80,000 for the mines here. That's just ridiculous, but that's the middle investment, middle islands paying off as well for more wood collected. Total. Quick look at the uptimes. Faster castle for the mines paid off, but back and forth. Looked like the two, Hell Golem and Captain O, were going to take that one, but ends with it's a 1-1 for now, and we will have Hell Golem and Captain O's home map with hidden sim free pick for everyone. Alright, Bedouins is the last one. I am very much afraid that if this one goes past 40 minutes real time, I actually have to leave to play a tournament game. So this is awkward. I just hope we get to see the conclusion in time. But Bedouins could definitely go to the long game as well, judging from the Nile Delta game. Didn't start yet. I'll be right back then. Okay, let's see if they are. Yeah, but the chance started yet. Looks like. Once again, we're gonna have some issues finding the actual game, but could have been a restart as well, since it is in fact Bedouins, and if they have the TCs too close to each other, they need to restart. Ah, maybe. What is this? Stupid fake. Come on. There we go. Bedouins incoming. Indians on both sides, teams, no surprise there. They are absolutely among the strongest Sibs of all for this map. I'm gonna get to that in a moment after booting up Capture H here. Really hope they finish before 45 minutes from now, because I need to get to a tournament game on my own. Alright, let's have a look at the TC placements here. Placing a TC on a shorefish pond. Not on the woodland though, they're fighting the horse, that's fine. Villager fighting is not allowed. Chasing, enemy scout, no rules against that. This is the only map involving a scout, so that should be allowed, I think. So wood access, a bit awkward here, but most importantly getting the food eco rolling to begin with here. Looks like everyone is placing TCs on docks, on the shorefish, and Indians, remember, they get... Okay, it could be a restart. They have voluntary restarts. They are allowed to restart if... Yeah, there we go. Restart. No problem. No problem. Because Captain has no mods on. Okay. Shit. Did he just discover that after playing 2 games? Ah, it's fine. Okay, they deactivated out of the blue. Oh, thanks, DE. Man. Yeah, no problem. Captain O, thanks for the follow. While waiting, I need to play a tournament game in 45 minutes, so I'm a little bit worried we don't get to see the end of this one, since it's Bedouins, and depending on situation, it could go to late game with trade and everything, but crossing my fingers. You know your second map? I don't enjoy playing naval maps, but I don't mind crazy games that go back and forth like that. That was cool. That was a crazy comeback, to be honest. Sauerkraut, you were literally down 60 military at some point there, so then to get back from that, it's pretty awesome. Oh, because the team game has say they had 10k wood. Great game. What has been your favorite so far? Yeah, that Settlers game you guys played was ace high up there as well. Murasako with the douches and back and forth and stuff. Almost Socotra style play. That was cool. You're starting. Nice. Good luck to the players as well. But was it yesterday or 2 days? 2 days ago, I think I casted 3 sets and they were all pretty darn good as well. So there's we're getting many nice games with the random Sibs initiative here. I'll respect delay, so there probably takes a little bit of time before the actual game opens, so I can spectate. You know what, I'll restart just for safety as well. Yeah, yeah, you like this one the most. It's been surprisingly competitive and causing upsets with the rules in mind, because yeah, you can get some really unlucky sib draws, and then there's a limit to how creative you can get. But I think that reverse sib idea should even it out, because you get to pick a map hope will be suitable to those sibs as well. So but yeah. And then there's the no villager fighting rule, which of course would be disputed among players playing Nomad a lot. But I think it's for a tournament and for casting and streaming, you need that, because you need the games to get going. You can't have a GG in 4 minutes because of a TC not getting up, or players just canceling each other out. That's just not fun. Right, looks like we have a game. So here the players picked Sibs, so they have plans here. Mongols, Indians, for Helgolim, and Indians, Koreans for SauerZillas, Martinsville. Okay, so War Wagons, Mangudai here. This could be a long one. But let's see. Bedouins it is. There we go. No need to fast forward now. We are completely live, and here comes. Here comes Cambridge. So we have the starting spots going up here for SauerZillas. It is 1-1, so this is the decider game. Hidden Civ, free pick for Bedouins. And if anyone is in doubt, it's not clearly stated in the rules, but Hidden Civ free pick means absolutely free pick, not taking earlier random into regard. So just to have that said, I should clarify that as well. But alright, Koreans here, sort of middle south-ish of the map. Martinsville to the north with the Indians, docking a nice pond with, what is it, 6 shorefish here. Indians collect shorefish 10% faster, so that's a fantastic early eco bonus for them. But both teams obviously have Indians here, because it's unarguably the strongest sib for Bedouins, at least for the early game and such, with the fast food income. Captain O with the Indians here on the middle, teasing wood and the fish here, which is nice. And then to the left side with a potential free boom with the Mongols here is Helgolim. Let's see if there's any hunt nearby here to take. There's a boar. You start with a horse as well, so it's easier to find the food sources around, boosting your early game. There's some hunt down here for deer. And a boar over here as well, which is a teammate, probably layered for him. Yeah. So what are we gonna see here? Indian scouts into Campbells or cavalry archers, depending. And for Mongols, scouts into maybe some kind of knights cavalry play into Mangudai. Stone quite close to starting TC here, already a good option for the Mongols to get started. For the Koreans, I'm expecting war wagons here, such a beastly unit if you can get to a critical mass of them. And though kind of lacking some speed against the Mangudai, you'd still have much better Pierce armor, and if you can force a fight, the war wagons should win due to higher HP and higher Pierce armor. And then there's the Indians. Fully upgraded cab archers, don't they? Yep, and of course some of the best camels in the game, but after nerf some half hour ago, they don't get the last armor upgrade anymore in Imperial Age. But they have been granted extra Pierce armor, so it kind of acts like a more efficient meat shield between ranged fire. Yeah, but Indian camels plus Mangudai, better than Indian camels war wagon. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, because if you get close to the war wagons with the camels, obviously they deal lots of damage. That's true, actually. That's true. The combination is certainly better. You're right on that, Sleeping Vizier. And we have to take into account the siege as well. Sure, Koreans, they have great siege on your line, Mangonel on your siege on your with that extra range with the unique tech, but Mongols have drill, so they move faster, which is also significant, applying to all of the siege. So Mongols have siege ram, Koreans and Indians don't. Maybe we'll see that being something lacking. Warring peace armor is kind of useless. They're too slow to escaping imp camel. Yeah, they have husbandry, of course, but they don't have the speed of camels, obviously. Yeah, we'll see it then. Maybe that's what's going to decide this one. Oh, rip horse. Well, Captain O, at least he found Yellow's location. So while getting started here, we could look at the scouting. Not as interesting as on regular Nomad map since the horses will be scouting, but very good scouting for Helgolim here, covering a lot of the map, knowing basically all that is to know here. We have a 15 pop-up for a Captain O here, and 16 pop-up for SauerZillas. But SauerZillas is going up earlier. Okay, what's been happening here? Idle TC time. 19 seconds for Captain O, so... Yeah, maybe I'm missing some... Yeah, what's going on here? I'm looking at the scout is dead, of course, yeah. Been at it for some hours. Of course, it's 15 pop because you don't have the horse, but the idle time makes up for the difference here, so that SauerZillas is indeed first up here and first out with the scouts. Thanks for setting up this tourney. Thanks for showing up to the streams and watching and playing and whatnot. Wouldn't be a tourney without players and teams. There's the barracks for Captain O as well, just in time for the feudal age, and the wood count is actually not enough to allow these stables, but here it goes, and it rushes it up because the other Indians player is up earlier. Could be some small details at work here. We have a mill here for both the players taking the same fish, and then there's the one around TC, while SauerZillas has 2 ponds here that are with even a little bit more fish here as well. So I think the food count should be healthier for SauerZillas than for Captain O here, but yeah, scouts could as well. Nice small walls on the fish as well means that the starting scouts won't be... Oh wait, they are. Sorry, they aren't teammates, they're enemies. So goodbye Scout and goodbye Goose as well. I thought it was villagers fishing here, but that's not the case at all. Martin Zilla with the Scouts. Won't be able to enter and deal damage here, but could still harass some shorefish eco here at least. You see there are spearmen in queue for Captain O as well though, so they're fine from. They haven't scouted. They haven't scouted red. Well, no, Sauerkraut has red covered, so they know that location as well. Oh, but Scout's dying to TC now. Or somehow not dying, but yeah, that's some HP lost there, unfortunately. So I'm just sorting some things here. Stone from Mongols, no surprise there, going to be scouts into Magadai then. Or maybe not even scouts, in fact straight past castle here with 22 pop, unless something got lost here. One villager lost. Even with the hunt bonus and everything, that's a pretty insane fast castle with the Mongols. Shorefish and hunt, yes, collected faster, but oof, that's impressive. Not gonna lie. Doesn't help losing a villager with that kind of tight build though, but we'll see. The Magadai will certainly be coming out before the war wagons here. Let's see the stone, if blue is investing into stone at all here. It's on gold. But yes, yeah, he's harvesting stone somewhere. Oh, down here. Okay. A blue flare over to the left-hand side. Not sure. Yeah, so flaring red's location. I guess the house is here. Means it has to be around here. There's the castle age for Hell Golem. 1 minute 3 seconds idle time. Sauerkraut with 1 minute as well. But up at a higher population here. Here comes the castle covering the gold and the starting TC and the remaining fish that is here. Could be a bit scary for SauerZillas now to have the Magadai out that early. They should be easier to mass than the War Wagons as well. I'm not sure about the creation speed, but they are cheaper. No denying that. The War Wagons are just ridiculously expensive. In the meantime, the Scouts fights are going on here. No upgrades for Scouts for either of the players. So they will likely be trading numbers somewhat evenly here, but Captain O has more numbers overall until Martin Zilla can intercept them with scouts. And this cast could be delayed a little bit if Captain O wants to commit, but doesn't happen. See the buildings founding. Making up kind of a wall foundation here as well. Looking at, let's see, I think Martin Zilla will want to expand towards the northwest here long term to make trade more awkward for the opponents, and they could trade either top side or right side here. Goes for both teams, of course. Captain O in the middle, that's usually a good spot to be in because you can expand in any direction, right? But we'll see. how it plays out for them. Martinzilla here with the scouts, gonna delay this blacksmith and load Beerman around, so that's a dead builder. Castle Age for Captain O as well, but Martinzilla is the first one up here. Four Magadoi out, 5 Magadoi out, 4 War Wagons. So they seem to be matching numbers. Enter the War Wagons on this side to pressure Captain O in the middle. Captain O hasn't been collecting stone, has he? Could be an issue if you need some defenses, permanent defenses eventually. And here's what I was talking about earlier, that Magadoi versus War Wagons. Just look at the HP difference. It's 180 to 450, but that's later in the game. There's going to be support unit. Camels already added as well, with the first defense coming in. While the War Wagons have fletching and those 2 armor. Martinzilla with the camels as well though, and more convincing numbers with the earlier Castle Age up here. Now tell me again that War Wagons aren't OP. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, in 1v1 you can never let the opponent get to mass War Wagons. There's basically no way out of that. Here they go. Magadoi speed, that's their advantage. But let's have a look at... Hell Golem doesn't have a stable, so he doesn't have Husbandry or Bloodlines for the Magadoi yet, in that case. That's gonna hurt against escaping from the War Wagons, though the War Wagons probably don't have Bloodline, Husbandry either. They most definitely don't have Bloodlines. Behind this, 3 TCs for Martinzilla with the Indians, 3 TCs for the Mongols as well, while Captain O will struggle a little bit to establish a solid economy. 28 villagers now and has to flee and relocate. So that's some good aggression from SauerZillas this far. To 22 to 10 here is the military count. So they're dominating build-wise right now. Can't even pass right under TC because there aren't any villagers here to garrison. Magadoi numbers are increasing though, and then you could snipe camels with ease, especially when they only have +1 defense. Granted, Indians get 1 extra pierce armor, but still. And the castle that first was placed here is going to be even more ambitious for Sauerkraut for the second castle to pump out War Wagons here. Some free Magadoi kills here. They're not escaping in time. With Husbandry, they might have been able to. This castle will go up, and it will free up a gold spot for Sauerkraut to take, and even the fish here if you're in the pinch for food eventually. Seems like good team coordination here. I'm not sure why the camels are pulling back now, maybe waiting for reinforcements. In the meantime, Captain O has relocated, dropping on the stable, and Hell Golem with the second castle here to hopefully protect teammates' resources. Oh, Whales on it, seeing the War Wagons. So we're gonna have some builders down for Captain O as well. 98 to 80. SauerZillas establishing an eco lead here, but more importantly, a massive military lead here. Might not go to the 2 hours lengths of the previous game here. Well, 1.5, but who's counting? Yeah, they're really not allowing Indians to establish position in this game. 23 villagers only for Captain O here. We have to see the stats now, because this seems significant. 22 to 1 KD for the Koreans. Wow. And here comes the Mongols castle, but not without a significant villagers loss. I think it might eventually go up. No. Yeah. A very, very impressive gameplay from Indians, Koreans combination of SauerZillas here. Seems well thought through. They take the return game with what seems like with easier, but it is Nomad. You have to have a good start, and in this case, they got to pick the Sibs as well, which seems to have made a big difference here. Not to underestimate the two Sim picks here either, and their performance through both games here. They nearly won the previous game, so this is absolutely an accomplishment for the two as well. Nice even set, though this one was a bit of a quick one. So I'll browse through the stats, and I'm off to play a tournament game myself in 20 minutes, so I'll have to put casting on hold until... I'm thinking the next Nomad session will be on Saturday, but I have to get back to it, depending. I'm still picking samples of games. 25 to 1 KD, you don't often see numbers like that. GG's, indeed.